This is my testimony. On September 27th of 2021, I came down with my wife to the community center. She divided and went to water volleyball, and I went and did my physical therapy in the gym. I'd been getting what I thought was in great heart shape. I burned 500 calories in 39 minutes. Felt great. I went back, took a shower, and all of a sudden, I took one step out of the shower. I got so hot, and my chest started to cave in. My arm went numb, and I got nauseous. And at that point, I knew I was having a heart attack. And I was a big dummy. I was too proud to call the ambulance. I've spent a lifetime with back problems, and I just get tired of being my age and having health issues. And I didn't want to call the ambulance. So I put on some prayers on YouTube, crawled up in a fetal position on the bed, and waited for my wife to come home. Well, as it turns out, it was a kind of a beautiful blue sky day like this, but somewhere out of the middle of nowhere, rain came. Rained for about 2 minutes, and they canceled their volleyball game. She came home 40 minutes earlier than she would have. Within 40 minutes, I had flatlined in the hospital. So I would have died. Pride will do that to you. But what happened in the hospital, I will never trade. They were prepping me to go in the cath lab, and all of a sudden, I went what I thought was to sleep, but it wasn't to sleep. I died. And they shocked me. They beat my chest, trying to bring me back. And where I was at, I felt no pain. I was in the middle of what started out to be a dream, and I audibly heard it sounded like boom, and a light came on. Everything went to white. And it was the most beautiful, brilliant white. And I'm in my, what I think's a dream, and I'm going, oh, this is so awesome. Wow. I was perfectly in awe. I've told people that I was not at peace, I was in peace. If you would explain somebody going on a hot day and standing at the edge of the pool, you'd be at the water, but you're not in the water. I wasn't at peace, I was in peace. And it turns out they woke me up. Doctor says he's all adrenaline high because he must have been the one doing the chest compressions. He says, don't do that again. And I'm like, what? And he points down, they don't put the paddles on anymore. They have these big pads that they stick to that they were shocking me with. He goes, you were gone. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, we just brought you back. And he proceeded to tell me not to go to sleep again because he didn't think they could bring me back. So I made it through that experience, and people were thinking you'd be bitter about having a heart issue. I got lucky. It was just a stent. I had a 99% widowmaker blockage, main artery going into my heart. They were able to stent it, and I was back in the game. But one of the first things I did in my pride is I told my beautiful wife, Mary, do not let the kids post this on Facebook. I don't want any sob story. I'm gonna lie low. I'm 59 years old and I had a heart attack. But it turned out the people in the hospital, they had so many doctors come to me the next 2 days, nurses, and a couple of them go, well, I see you died. Well, and they would say that, and I started to say, I did. And I saw the light. And most of them, tears were coming down their eyes, and they would say something like the fact that this really helps me. I just lost a loved one, and it gives me so much peace. And I said, it should. It did me. And I am not afraid.